Greetings, everyone. Thank you for your patience. This is part 2 of the full moon and Aquarius readings. So we're going to get into it. If you haven't already seen part 1 has fire signs and air signs. This is a continuation of that. I highly recommend everyone also watch part 1, especially like Leo signs and Aquarius. The sun is in Leo currently, as well as the moon in Aquarius. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. I'm going to continue on with earth signs, and then I am going to go into water signs. So if you are just catching part 2, I'm doing the elementals with the individual signs as well. So I do a general collective pull for the earth signs, and then I get into each individual earth signs pertaining to that collective message of how it's going to influence. Hello, Will. Hello, greetings. I also ask that bear with me and be patient. I'm working with 2 different tarot decks, and then I'm also pulling advice from the Whispers of Ganesha deck as well. All right, so just gonna anchor in. Earth signs. Yes, I love it. Earth signs are feeling, for the most part, really grounded, is what I'm feeling here. I do feel like there is a lot of energies that's moving around, right? But as the energies is moving around, I feel in center, in your core. It's almost like, just really seeing things for what they are. Oh, another earth signs. So the second card. Oh, wow. This is beautiful, earth signs. I love it. All right, 2 more cards. Oh, there we go. 1 more card. Ooh, okay. One more card. Oh, yes. I love it. So in the bottom of the deck, we do have the 10 of Wands, which is the Lord of oppression. However, you have a lot of 10s on the board. You have a lot of it's beautiful. This is endings and beginnings, but this is really beautiful. So your first card that came up, earth signs, was the 10 of Pentacles, and this is the Lord of wealth. This is abundance, prosperity, stability, home, family, right? We have the 10 of Cups. Same thing, perfected success. This is happiness, this is satisfaction, this is joy, and so I feel a lot of collective support. I feel like there's family, stability, support. There could be endings and beginnings, right? We have the King of Swords here, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Definitely that ending to the beginning, but also a lot of ancestral support, ancestral protection, and inheritance is what I'm feeling here. So with the 10 of Wands being in the bottom of the deck, what I'm really feeling is that's what y'all letting go. Y'all letting go of the burdens. Y'all letting go of the pain. Y'all letting go. Y'all have been letting this shit go. This could also be that there was maybe some changes in careers. There is some changes, and I'm reading this collectively, right? And so when I get into each individual sign, we'll see that a little bit more clearly as to how it's pertaining to you, right? Which earth sign you are. We have all these signs anyways inside of us. So I just feel like if there was parts of yourself that you were being hindering yourself or like self-sabotaging, you're letting that go. If there was parts of, or like maybe situations and people that were like hindering you and keeping you away from your good health, your good fortune, your happiness, you're keeping that energy away. I feel like with the Ace of Wands, there's a revelation of knowing who you're going to be who's your soul family, right? I'm also hearing soul family and celestial, like your guides, and there's just a lot of awareness to who is moving forward with you and who you have to like leave behind. And so that the 10 of Wands is like you like clearing those old karmas, or they're no longer a burden to you. You see it for what it is, and you learn the lesson. It was like that which was obstructing your vision is no longer obstructing your vision. It's been knocked out, right? So breaking through barriers to say, yo, this shit is weighing way too heavy. If it's lowering your vibration, raise your vibration higher, right? It's kind of what I'm seeing. I'm seeing your spirit guides like in celebration of your being, in celebration of everything that you worked hard to build. They're also, I feel like a lot of cellular reactivations and cellular upgrades, right? That's happening with the King of Swords. This is also showing you the power of the tongue. This is you can have a male spirit guide that is teaching you maybe with ancient wisdom, ancient information, or this could just be that you have a male spirit guide that is not just watching over you, but it's help guiding you. And obviously a spirit guide, right? They're help guiding you, and they're helping like making sure that you are standing up for yourself. They're also connecting, like to sending your messages off, so you are being heard. If you are doing certain prayers, if you are saying certain affirmations or commandments, they are really like bringing that. It's like God consciousness, really just like honoring your words and the universe conspiring in your favor. With the Ace of Wands, it's like taking charge in a way that's not so dominating, or in a way that's it's the way that I feel it is, even though I'm saying like commanding, right? It's a way of knowing your power, but in a way that is of divine light, as opposed to like being in a space where it's like hurting you or hurting others in a way. It's kind of how I see it. I just see this as a lot of like, maybe you're going to be studying something new as well. I'm really, 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 really feeling like this is a cellular upgrade of an inheritance of spirit, bringing up to the forefront not only your abilities of like channeling, of intuition or mediumship or anything like that, but more so just in general ancestral inheritance coming up to the forefront here. This could also be that perhaps there are certain things in regards to the divine masculine in your family that is a little bit hard. It's there's a transformation of things that is, it's not easy. And they say, with every new level up, sometimes, there's certain, I don't want to say obstacles, but certain things that may have gotten in the way. You are a healer. Like if you're here, you're hearing this, whether you are an earth sign yourself or you are watching for an earth sign. I'm feeling like I feel like whoever's watching, like you are a healer, and there might be things that is going on either with an earth sign or family of the earth sign that is requiring like healing work, and those prayers and energy being directed in that space and just honoring that process, bringing a lot of like love and it feels good, though at the same time it's like healing is here. healing is here. It's healed. You're healed, right? Or if a family member needs healing, your prayers and angelic counsel, yes, the angels are, they are working with that to make sure that all the healing occurs, or that has already been done. So there's a lot of like hope. There's a lot of again, if this is something that, whatever was obstructing or hindering, if it's something in a family member or something in a, it's, they're knocking that shit the fuck out. Like there's so much light, so much, and it's not in a way of it being, what's the words, I just see, I keep hearing like honorable and love. So a lot of love being expressed, a lot of love, like the love frequency itself is what is doing all this healing. And your celestial counsel, your angelic counsel, these are just the words that I'm hearing, so I'm saying it, is working with you and your family, and like generations. There's a lot of old souls that maybe you are connected with on a collective level, and your soul family is also like, they hear you and they're working with you for this healing to happen, because everyone on a collective level is doing their own healing. But it's almost like whatever is going on that is requiring that additional love and support, they want you to know that you have it here. You don't have to be burdened by yourself, or you're not as alone as you think you are, is what they really want you to say. There might be certain people, situations, or things that may be trying, it might be energetically trying to weigh you down, but there's so much love. Like you know, earth signs, like the work that y'all have been putting in for yourselves and your family and the collective, I'm feeling like there's just so much that y'all have done for the collective, and they may not recognize it. They may not recognize it for what it is. And so that which was sometimes people take, your light is going to trigger the wounds of others, right? And it can cause, some fears or certain things to like come up to the forefront. It's, I'm going to like use Saturn, for example. That's what's coming through, right? Saturn can be a hard teacher sometimes, but Saturn brings longevity. Saturn brings stability. So perhaps you needed to teach people healthy boundaries. This could also be healthy boundaries. So this could have been that perhaps, there was certain boundaries that needed to get knocked out because it was no longer serving you, it was hindering you or anyone else, only to find yourself in a higher frequency, in a higher space, but also recognize that even in that space, certain healthy boundaries need to be implemented here for the security, right? For the security and the foundation and the longevity of this fruitfulness, of this happiness. And that's not always easy to swallow. This could also be, either ego checks happening, you ego checking yourself, you ego checking someone else, whatever the case may be. But if there's anything that has to do with like a father or masculine energies as well, again, I just see so much fire of purification happening in this space. And so this is like a celestial ancestral purification process that's happening for longevity. If it is that you are studying, this can be that you're either studying things pertaining to your family line, like your family lineage, your family tree, your family history. This could be that perhaps, you're looking into, there could be an inheritance of perhaps a land or just some sort of inheritance that is happening, and it's coming a lot of love, even though there was other things that were, I don't want to say attached, because it's not attached, it's just more so certain things that occurred, that was trying to like almost be like a distraction, or what I'm feeling, y'all, so much in y'all center that y'all remembered who y'all are. That's what I'm feeling. Y'all remembered who y'all are. Y'all been doing the work, not only for yourself, but for a collective here of people. And that is being seen. There's a lot of, I'm feeling like Christ consciousness. I am feeling a lot of masculine energy here, but it is balanced out with, like the feminine energies and pertaining to like lineage. There's a lot of family support, family stuff going on here as well. Mother energy as well. You could be a mother. Let me get a little bit. There could be a lot of healing that is occurring in the masculine part of your lineage as well. Things may have been triggering them. Things may have been triggering you. But this is why on a cellular level, there's like that upgrade that's happening, because it's helping heal like the masculine energy of your lineage. All right. So with that being said, I want to see how this energy is going to influence. We'll start with Capricorn. There has been quite a few things going on with, like Capricorn doing certain squares and trines and whatnot, and connections with, the celestial bodies. And I'm feeling a lot of celestial energy here. I really do. I feel a lot of soul family here. I feel ancestral, and I'm feeling spirit guides. And so this is really beautiful is what I'm seeing here. Hold on one second. So we'll do Capricorn, Virgo. We have Mercury that is in pre-shadow phase of retrograde, and there's a lot of retrogrades going on, and Mercury is in the sign of Virgo, so we'll do Virgo as well. Virgos are going to be feeling this energy as well. And so again, whether you're a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, there's a lot of healing that's happening pertaining to some masculine energies at this time that had to do with ancestral healing that needed to occur. So it could have been that perhaps, you wasn't standing in your power because maybe a father or a brother or, a grandparent, or your partner, maybe a husband or a brother. I'm not sure if I said brother already, but may have been like criticizing you or just kind of like weighing you down or oppressing you, and you kind of come to a space of like, no, this needs healing. Or maybe you were finding yourself like in your masculine, and you balance that out with your feminine, and as you were tapping into your feminine energies, this brought you closer to your star council, your angelic team, your spiritual gifts, and the inheritance of who you are, right? Of your soul's lineage and your soul's missions and your soul prosperity and abundance and happiness and healing. And as you honored that, you became balanced with yourself, and that balance creates the ripple. And so yeah, you may see the effect of how that is maybe affecting the masculines in your energy. But at the same time, like whatever like burdens have presented itself, there's also like an ego check to not be in the space of fear, but be in the space of the higher vibration, as this is happening for our highest good, for the stability and longevity of our generational wealth, right? And there's also a dismantling of that oppression, of that you know, those burdens and whatnot. And so it's really beautiful is how I see this here. So let's go into it. Capricorns. Not light this up for a moment here. Let me light this one here. Mm-hmm. Greetings, Alchemist Goddess. Let's go. Let's get it. Capricorn. Oh, yeah, this deck. Okay, my bad. My bad. I'm working with 2 different tarot decks, so I grabbed the wrong deck for a moment. I'm using one for like the general collective and then the other one's for the... So this is Capricorn collective here. Tell us more as to how this energy is. And you may also be seeing a lot of 10s, 1s, 0s. This is definitely a lot of resets, new beginnings here. This is crown energy as well. So a lot of crown chakra activity is going on as well. Just a lot of cellular detox, cellular cleanse and upgrades. Yeah, wow, a lot of cards. So this is a lot of cards. Am I taking all of this? Capricorn, yeah, in the bottom of the deck here with the Devil card here. What I see, like I mentioned, there's a lot of ego checks that's happening here. What I love about the Devil card too is like this is the exact and opposite of like the Lover's card as well. There's like you're seeing through the temptation because your ajna, your first eye, your inner eye is clear, is balanced, is open. So a lot of third eye activity happening to help you see things exactly for what it is. So seeing beyond temptation, seeing beyond seeing your desires, but being motivated in your goals and how to reach that in a way that doesn't jeopardize your like reputation. But just seeing this, and because again it's collective energy, there's a lot of changes that's happening. Almost like being, you know, seeing people's egos as well, and or just not just ego, because they're saying not just ego, but seeing other energies, right, for what they are. All right, here. So we have the Page of Wands here. I'm looking at that as a lot of information coming in, being a channeler. This is also, you could be practicing like sexual healing. This could be that maybe you're just feeling a little bit like more sensual and sexual, and so tapping into that energy here. There's also with the Devil card here, and this card, right, this is the 3 of Pentacles here. What I'm seeing here is like you reevaluating certain contracts. This could be karmas. This could just be like, you know, writing out a plan for your goals, you know, more organization. Maybe you're feeling like you need to reorganize or restructure certain things when it comes down to your foundation, for foundation building here. This could also, and with the 6 of Swords here, what I'm seeing is, again, your spirit guides helping you move forward with this. So whatever, like this could be releasing of karmic contracts, right? So the 10 of Wands releasing, and you getting the message, right? Like your spirit guides giving you the message of like, no, that energy is not serving you no more. Maybe it served you once upon a time, or that energy was serving your ego, or that energy was you know, an energy that was trying to lure you or tempt you into another like frequency. Be above that influence, being above the influence, right? And then we have the 10 of Swords here, right? So this is also like, you know, perhaps there was needed this, yeah, perhaps there was like old versions of yourself that experience betrayal or was hurt, right? From certain experiences, and you was in a space of like, maybe like fear, not yeah, fear is a word. So maybe in a space of fear, or in a space of like wounded from old past experience of trauma. There you go. I feel like this is releasing trauma bonds that was happening, so that you can really be in the energy of satisfaction and fulfillment, like success and good health, good wealth, good fortune, right? And you're seeing that now. You're like, yo, like, I'm calling in healthy, meaningful connections. You're also able to see perhaps other people's wounds being exposed, and they're showing it through by how they're behaving and stuff like that. And you're like, I'm not resonating with that frequency anymore. So I see it for what it is. I send it love. I send it healing, but I'm going to continue to focus on my inheritance and my goals and my foundation and family structure in that way. So it's very, very beautiful here with the Wheel of Fortune. So I would say with the full moon happening today and the Wheel of Fortune, if I'm not mistaken, it could be this week or something like that. I think there's a transit going on with like Jupiter. I feel like Jupiter is saying you could expect some changes happening in a way that is very fruitful and fortunate. So there could be maybe people around you giving you gifts, unexpected abundance, unexpected wealth, unexpected like fortune coming into the forefront, because you've been through a lot. And also, I just realized there was another 10. So earth signs, there's a lot of 10s on the boards. In fact, you got 10, you got 4 10s, 10 10 10 10 10. Definitely a reset here. And with the eye coming forward, perhaps you connect with like Ra, the deity Ra, and bringing in purification here. That is G-checking, there's that like spiritual protection and clearing and whatnot happening here. Oh, we mentioned sexual healing. This is very juicy and spicy, y'all. What I'm also seeing is this like a portal here. And also, perhaps there's like a Cancer that is involved, in a sense, the sign Cancer. But there's a lot of harmony that's happening with the masculine and feminine energies. So if you found yourself in a really dark place, in a depressive state, or in a space of like high anxiety, maybe you couldn't sleep, you're going to find yourself needing ones and zeros, binary codes. Yes, absolutely. So the universe, talking to you in numbers, right? Maybe your spirit guides or, angelic counsel speaks to you through numbers. But how I'm seeing it is like the portal of the masculine and the feminine, right? Working together through creation, right? The 0 being the womb, and the 1 being the phallus, right? The physical manifestation of that which came out of the womb as well. And so the balance of feminine, masculine energy of highest consciousness here. And, I mentioned like the sign Cancer. So this could be things pertaining to the home. Maybe some of you are finding yourself wanting to reorganize your home, or restructure, like move furniture around, or cleaning the home. Maybe some of you have found yourself needing to be a little bit more grounded and strong in your like warrior stance, and in a way that is to protect the stability of your home, of everything that you worked hard for, right? Also, maybe just seeing things like saying, no, I'm implementing healthy boundaries is what I'm seeing with that. A lot of healthy boundaries. I also see a release of stagnant energy that was in the ajna. So a lot of clearing. If you're experiencing like headaches or pressure in your higher chakras, that's just a lot of activations. You might feel like openness in your ear chakras as well. So a lot of like throat, ajna crown activity going on to, like, you know, your star, your soul star council space here. So a lot of direct channeling happening, but at the same time being so grounded. Like I said, I felt earth signs being really grounded and centered in their core. I'm hearing anointing, right? So like receiving the protection and the blessings of your anointing. Shine your light, shine bright like a diamond was what I was hearing. Shine bright like a diamond. You can perhaps like working with lightning, you know, mindfulness, right? But like, you know, either dancing with the rain or meditating when it's raining and lightning around. Expansion, there's an expansion that's happening, which is why the oppression had to be dropped, right? Those burdens, that which was no longer able to, that which was once hindering you, that shit has been dismantled, like lightning striking down on that for your expansion and your growth, for this inheritance to come in and you being in your power, but not in a way of like, don't allow temptation, like don't allow that power to be like, don't be driven by that power, right? Like don't what's the words, that's part of it, but like if you are finding yourself, like whether it's spiritual ego or you know, just any type of hindrance, you're going to see it in yourself and in others. Don't ignore the signs that you're seeing, and remember that it is consumed. Yes, don't be consumed. Thank you. By that power, allow yourself to be in the remembrance of the blessings that your highest self, right? Your highest self is of many names, of many spirits, and of much love and different frequencies, and bodies different types of energetic frequency and power. And when you get caught up on just the feeling of the power that you're feeling, you can create a form of oppression with that power, that now it's hindering you from being able to expand, receiving more generosity, more prosperity in your life from that power. So just dismantling that, right? And or if you feel like other people are trying to oppress you and oppose like authority over you and their power, and you see their ego, let them be dismantled by the divine light frequency, and so that they can get into the timeline that best serves them, right? That best serves their highest self. But like, give that shit to like God, to source, and like let them deal with themselves. You put a healthy boundary within yourself and say, well, you know what, that shit, may you know, you get what is for you, that's yours, and I'm gonna stand in the divinity and allow source to continue to teach me, guide me. See the lessons in it though, right? Seeing the lessons and feeling the energy of the power, feeling the light frequency, and loving it for what unconditionally. That is where the inheritance is. That is where the happiness is. That's where the success is, right? So there's a hyper sense of expansion, right? And it's really beautiful. What I'm also seeing here with this expansion is, you know, perhaps you were feeling like, you know, having moments of wanting to overindulge in certain things, but by the time this full moon came today and kind of moving forward, not really feeling the overindulgence anymore. This is also looking at your own toxic traits, right? And being honest with yourself and seeing how maybe perhaps you may have manifested this toxicity outside of you, so that you can be in a space of like organizing or putting things in the proper space of where it belongs, and just letting that be, and knowing there's no benefits of the doubt. So being in a space of security and foundation rather than doubt here. So I'm just seeing this as a turnaround. If you were feeling really heavy and depressed and sad and maybe not even talking about it with others, you're going to find your space in a space of happiness and lightness and connections with others, like healthy, meaningful connections with your soul family and whatnot. Yeah. I want to make sure I get to the other signs. So, Ganesh, what advice can we get from Ganesha? Greetings. Get your water ready. Yes. The Stargon moon. Oh, I don't know what that is. Sturgeon. I have to, what is that? I want to know more. Yes, I fucking love it. Ganesha coming through with prosperity. Yeah, I'm telling you. The promise of the future is yours. Abundance and prosperity has been given to you. Abundance and prosperity has been given to you. You can be an old soul. You can be a healer. Like, you are someone, you worked hard. You worked hard to get to where you're at. You worked hard to get to where you're at. So allow yourself to be open to receive. Open to receive, Capricorns. Listen, I'm a Capricorn stellium. I get it. I like to, sometimes we get in our own way by being like sad if like somebody says something. No, I made a post earlier. I was like, booty clap when somebody's talking shit about you. Even yesterday, like they were saying some crazy shit about me yesterday that I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Why is this coming up? I had to look within, right? And I seen how I shifted and changed throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? What I used to entertain, what I used to allow and everything like that. And like now being in a space of just trusting in the divine so much that it's like, it's literally exposing people's shadows. And I'm seeing it for what it is. And rather than yeah, if you gotta cry, Capricorn, it's okay to cry. Give yourself like a few minutes and then get into the booty clapping. Into the twerking, shaking it off, dancing it out. Get into your creativity, get into your bag, but in a way that is healthy, right? And allowing yourself to be in the prosperity. And prosperity has many different forms. Yes, it could be money, but prosperity is in your connection of your happiness, in the connection of your foundation, of your family, of your friends. Prosperity is this moment now. You woke up today to the breath of life. That is so prosperous. You are experiencing another day of experiences. That is fortunate. That is prosperous. Okay? So you might be seeing different forms of prosperity coming to you. Again, maybe some people are wanting to give you gifts. Be open to receiving gifts. You might, sometimes for me, people would try to give me stuff and I'm like, no, it's okay. Because I would feel bad because I didn't want to take from them, right? But there's a cyclical, energy works in cycles, right? And so allow the energy to move. Allow the energy to move. That's what Jupiter is trying to say with this energy here, right? The give and the take, even exchange, right? And a lot of reciprocity. There we go. Yes, fully resonating. She's a Christmas baby. Oh, what day exactly? I'm definitely right there with you, sis. Right there with you. Beautiful. So Capricorns, that's your energy. We're going to go into Virgo now. As stated, I want to make sure I get to, I will get to everyone. I'm only doing 2 parts. I'm not doing 3-4 parts. We're not doing that today. Absolutely not. So, yes, clearing that out. This is so beautiful. I sometimes we go through a lot of hardship sometimes and people don't realize it. Oh, sugar snaps, why did I do that? All right. I was clearing I'll get those cards back out. So it's the Ace of Wands. I grabbed the wrong deck. All right. So definitely. All right. Where we at? Let's go here. for the collective energies. Just making sure I keep those cards out. Bear with me. I told you to be patient with me today, right? So we're practicing good health, good wealth, good fortune, and patience today. So that was for the Capricorns. All right, let's go collective earth sign, collective energies. All right, because I had put it back in the deck and then I started shuffling the wrong deck. So I'm just getting the collective energies back out. So yes, the Ace of Wands had came out. The Ten of Wands was there. The King of Swords. Yep. Okay, boom. They were all together. They were all together. They were just in the middle. Also, you are December 26th. So I also do cartomancy. And just for those of y'all that didn't know, now you know cartomancy. That is the Six of Clubs. That is a very karmatic energy. A very... I'm going to just say this. If you're December 26th and people fuck with you, they need to be careful with how they fuck with you because you have such a karmatic energy protection to you in that energy that they will definitely reap what the fuck they sow. So that's just an energy. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want to know more about the Six of Clubs and your karmic energy and everything like that, you can book a one-on-one. Six of Clubs also has a karmic energy of a Four of Clubs. So that energy in itself is very stabilizing and protective, and also allows for victory to come out in your favor. That is when you are connecting with that energy. So it's one of your karmas. It's really beautiful. It also brings a lot of information and a lot of resources. Club's energy has a lot of information and resources to them. So that's just a little goodie there for those of y'all that are into cartomancy or different sciences. I work with different sciences and astrology and everything like that. I love this, right? All right. So let's get into it, Virgo. Christmas Day, Dan Casey, that's cool. Yeah. And so that's why, like, you know, the story with that, it has a big thing to do with, you know, the winter solstice and the resurrection of it as well, right? When they try to stone you, when they try to crucify you and everything like that, and they thought they buried you deep, and you come back 3 days later like, aha! Young Hova, you heard? Like, nah, you know, it's a very, very beautiful energy. It can be tough, but yeah, you know, if you want a personal reading, you can book a session with me. But yeah, just putting that out there. So let's get into it. Virgos, as mentioned, Mercury is now in your sign. So everyone here, whether you're a Virgo or not, you know, Mercury is getting ready to go retrograde by the 20-something, I think the 26th or 28th or something of this month of August. But it's now entering like the pre-shadow phase. So I think that everyone should hear Virgo's collective message as well. I'm gonna take a sip here. I get too excited, y'all. So how is this energy pertaining to this full moon in Aquarius with the Ten of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, King of Swords, Ace of Wands, connecting with the collective of Virgo? Some of you may have just given birth or had a child, and this child has a lot of spiritual gifts. Yo, Virgo, hold on. This is a double confirmation. Y'all also got the Ten of Wands. All right. Hold on. What's going on here? Virgos. Okay, y'all flying out the deck. All right. King of Swords was in the collective. Y'all also got the King of Swords that came out here with the Ten of Wands here. So let's see what's going on here with the Virgos. What Virgo? What's going on with this collective and the Virgo? So far, y'all got 2 cards that's confirming the collective message. There's a card that flipped upside down, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I thought I saw a card turn around. Yeah, I did. Okay. The Queen of Wands here. One more card. Virgo. Yeah, Virgos. All right. If you were having any type of conflict in the past with the like masculine energies, possibly, you know, a husband, a father, so pertaining to the home, with foundation. Here, the Four of Wands here. I feel like you come into union with yourself, as I mentioned. There's also the Queen of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck for you, Virgo. Virgo, you are showing up as the Queen of Wands, though. So you could be a highly attractive woman. You can, you know, perhaps you practice, you know, the craft. You're into the craft, or you're just highly magnetic at this time. You're doing a lot of restructuring. I could also see you coming into like not just union with yourself, but perhaps union with a partner here. There was a strong, with the Ten of Wands and the King of Swords here. This could be that perhaps you was in a very dominating energy, whether you were being dominant, more masculine yourself, and you find yourself to like be a little bit more in your feminine energies, and empowering energies, sensual energy, sexual energy, but just really like magnetic and receptive, and in that power, right? This could be that you did a lot of healing, or you're going to be doing a lot of healing in the masculine, like I mentioned before. Oh yeah, this could be that perhaps you were looking for a partnership, but there was like things in your masculine energy that you had to heal and work from first in order for you to meet your divine counterpart. Or this could also be that perhaps your divine counterpart was having to heal things within their own wounds, within their own masculinity. So there's kind of like a mirror effect that was going on. Either we're going through things at the same time, and you come into union with yourself, and they come into union with yourself. And I'm kind of feeling it a little bit later down the lines of y'all coming into union with each other. But I do see here a beautiful, sacred, divine union marriage coming together here. I feel like there was a lot of perspective shifts that was happening here. I feel like if you were thinking of moving into a place, you're going to find yourself moving into like a new home, perhaps. And this could also be later, right? But this is something that you were thinking about. Moving into a new home. Perhaps you left like your family home, or there was things in the family that needed to get regulated, or regulated might be a harder word, but just recalibrated, right? Oh yeah, see, the flame went out. This is something that weighs heavy on ya, and so this is probably something that you're releasing during this moon cycle. Give me a moment. That you're releasing it during this moon cycle. Yeah, I might feel burnt out. You might be needing to let go of an energy that is just not, they can't understand you. They're not, it's causing too much of a burden for you. Causing too much of a burden for you. I felt a lot of things with the eyes. So I did mention Mercury going into retrograde, right? So with Mercury going into retrograde, thank you. I was looking for it. Thank you. With Mercury going into retrograde, this could be maybe you revisiting certain things that had, like, you can see clearly for what it is now, but it's maybe representing itself again, and you're like, yo, like, I'm really trying to figure out what to do with this. If you find yourself in that cycle again, I would honestly say stay in your power, stay in your truth, stay in your divinity, stay in your light. because you are coming in. I got goosebumps as I said that you are the queen of fire, man. Right now, you are in a really beautiful space in your life right now, and it might intimidate others. Let them be intimidated. It's okay. Don't let them obstruct your vision, is what I'm saying. Yeah, what I'm seeing. Spirit is saying for anyone watching this proportion, I mentioned it earlier before, focus on what you want. Focus on what you want. Your manifestations are rushing in. They're going to require a little bit more work, right? But they're here. You're actually receiving them. You're receiving your manifestations. You see your manifestations. You're like, about time, you know, grateful for that. And again, sometimes, you know, what it is that we're manifesting, we can't bring everyone with us, right? We can't always bring everyone with us. I'm just lighting some incense, y'all. Wow. That's a energy. I see you prosperous, though. I see you fortunate. I see you coming into your coins. I see you coming into, with the Queen of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. I see you releasing depression. You may have been dealing with depression in the past. Somebody is either pregnant, gonna get pregnant, or just had a baby. This could also be that perhaps your business is your baby and it's coming to a new level, a new development, okay? And so that is why making with the Four of Wands there, this portal is ushering you through to that security and that foundation. So just standing 10 toes down in your square is what I say. Let's see what advice Ganesha has, and then I'm going to yeah, I was going to do that. Okay, that flew right out. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Spiritual quest with the number 4. You have a lot of 4s here on the board as well. You know, your self-preservation, and you're a fighter, you're strong, and you know, you're clearing out so many things that this could have been like, you know, sometimes, I don't know if y'all got to see that card well. You're in a spiritual journey, you're in a spiritual quest. You could be a spiritual teacher. You can be just, you know, constantly putting in the spiritual work. Also, maybe in the past you found yourself in like analysis paralysis, like overthinking, and that overthinking, you drop that burden to like allow yourself to like just flow as well. Or there was maybe you were overflowing and not bringing, like, I feel like now there's a balance that is happening. And with this retrograde, it's like seeing the revelations of how that was holding you back before, and it's no longer holding you back now. So that's very beautiful, Virgos. I wish you the best of luck. This energy is strong. It is a strong energy that had been trying to, but you know, there's that same, like, with great power comes great responsibility, and the enemy always hopes that you don't see your own power, right? They see your power, they recognize your power, and it could be intimidating, and so they might be trying to do things consciously or subconsciously to hinder yourself. There's also a need for like the self accountability as to like how we may be doing that ourselves or manifesting that ourselves. So a lot of forgiveness energy here. You could also have like a strong masculine guide that protects you, and sometimes it teaches you the wit of polarities, right? So you could be a medium and seeing things from both sides of the coin. Or you're gonna like really start to see things from both sides of the coin. This could also be that perhaps you're going to receive a new spirit guide that is teaching you more of those abilities because it's inherited from your DNA. It's kind of what I'm seeing here with spiritual quests. You are moving up a level. You are going through many different rites of passages. You have been through many rites of passages. So when Mercury is in retrograde, it's just the exposure of that. Like, really the exposure of that. And you're like, yo, because you had, like, as stated, please watch this part and watch the collective energy to kind of bring it full circle for what that means for you. But with spiritual quests, I'm gonna read that part too. And 40 is foundations. 40 is community, your community. You are called to realize your full potential and to choose to become a force for good in the world. Oh, I love that. Whether or not you are aware of it, you are embarking on a great spiritual quest. Your soul is leading you to a maverick of discoveries about who you truly are and what you came here to achieve in this lifetime. There's more in it, but that I just really felt like that's all I needed to read. This is you, Virgos. This is you. This is you. All right? Trust in your light, in your soul. You are powerful. You are magnetic. You are beautiful. You are attractive. You are a hyper manifestator as well. So, focus on what you would like to manifest. All right, y'all. So give me just a moment. I'm going to turn off the camera really quick. Oh, right here. Boom. All right, y'all. I'm still here. And for those of you that's like needing to come back and watch the replay, I am going to put the replay on YouTube. So this is what we're going to do. Just give me a moment, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Greetings. So what I want to say also, I'm going to turn the camera back on. I want to say also for those of y'all, whether it is happening during Mercury retrograde, and that's why you listen to this part, or if you are a Virgo, this energy is trying to dim your lights. Shine your fucking light. Be that Queen of Wands energy. The pillar, you are the pillar of light, okay? So I relit that candle because nothing can dim your light and spark your light without your permission. And this energy doesn't have the right or the authority, because it is your divine right to embark on your soul's mission and journey. And they may not, other people may not understand your soul's mission and journey. And it's not for them to understand. It's for you to be empowered, to be in your light. So you fucking shine. You shine, you shine, you shine. All right? That's what I just wanted to say. Whew. So even if you find yourself in a space where maybe your light went dim, or you felt burnt out, you are the light. You are the fire. You are the light. What you're seeking is fire. Be the light. Be the fire. Be the flame. Be in your divinity. Be in your divinity. All right, Virgo. So we are going to go into Taurus, y'all. Yeah, I'm having a lot of coffee right now. Taurus. Okay, I just had to clear out some of the Virgo energy. Give me a moment. All right, Taurus, let's get into it. Taurus. How is this collective? How is this energy serving for Taurus, this full moon, and Aquarius? Keep in mind, y'all, I did mention that we are in a the Lionsgate portal right now as well. So, this, you know, there could be some magic that you are working for this portal. Yeah, a lot of healing is happening here. Taurus, you could be feeling like, oh, all right, y'all are, woo, woo. It's a lot of cards. Well, it's not a lot of cards, but they're just falling down. So in the bottom of the deck here, we have the Knights of Wands. All right, there's a Knights of Wands. Thank you, Casey. No worries. Thank you, beautiful soul. Thank you. And the bottom of the deck here is the Knights of Wands. So a lot of like new things are like rushing in, messages after messages, experiences after experiences. Like there's just a lot going on right now for y'all, Taurus. Things moving fast. Things are moving fast. They want to make sure that you're not jumping into conclusions as well. Because the reason why I say that is you also have the Five of Wands here. What I feel with this Five of Wands is you really are feeling kind of challenged in a way. But you also have the Temperance here. And this, even though this energy is associated with Sagittarius, I also feel this energy associated with Aquarius as like the water barrier and balancing your waters and having your higher self and your spirit guides, especially your closest spirit guides, like really working things out and balancing in your favor. Reducing your temper. If you have a strong temper, minding your temperament at this time, really being in a space of bringing balance and healing. There's a lot of healing that's happening here. You may also be feeling like, yeah, okay, so you're being ushered into a new direction in your life as well, and you may have had a hard time seeing that, right? With the Seven of Pentacles, things that you wanted to be successful, things that you wanted to see work out, wasn't working out for you anymore. You saw fruits, right, being fruits on the tree, right? You planted a seed and it grew and it grew and it grew, and you saw the tree grow, and you've seen the fruits grow. And sometimes like there's gonna be seeds that we plant that we get to see the fruits of the labor, and then there's gonna be seeds that we plant that we experience the fruits of the labor, and that was the season and we got the fruit, and now it's time for us to plant new seeds and go in another direction, is what I'm seeing here in a way. With like, because she's, you know, the harvest, she's reaping her harvest, but it's also like, dang, I thought I was going to receive more fruits. Like, you know, sometimes, you know, you grow like an avocado tree and there could be like a whole bunch of avocados that grow in there. And then, but on this tree, you did see fruits grow, but there was like maybe like one or two, and you're like, what the hell is going on? I should have had like way more avocados from this, right? You were made to experience that lesson so that you can know how you would like to nurture your soil, or tilt the soil for when you grow another avocado tree. And that's kind of what I see here with in this deck. What is this? This is not the, I always think it's the Judgment card. It's not. It's I'll tell you right now. Dang it. Not the Judgment card. The darn it. Yeah. I hear it. I'm just, the Tower card. You may have been experiencing a Tower moment. You know, Venus is in retrograde. Venus is in Leo in retrograde, and Venus is the ruler of Taurus. So you may be going through a Tower moment here that is really like, you know, it's really requiring to get into your faith. It's really requiring you to trust the process. This is a tough experience here, okay? You may be feeling like you're going through a spiritual battle or awakening, in a sense that it's this is happening for you to like really go within in your God body here. I do feel like there's, a strong need for you to reach out to family, not do things alone. Yeah, I can be a bit stubborn too, so this could be like lessons in regards to like your stubbornness and how like fixed in your ways you can be. And maybe things are happening due to your stubbornness, due to the way that you handle things with your temper and your the way that you handle things before is now being shown to you. And it's a bit tough, I'm not gonna lie. I see this heavy is what I want to say. It's a bit heavy for y'all Taurus, but your faith and your prayers and your like that shit, your magic is quick, it's fast, right? Let me get a little bit more. Tell me about this Tower moment, please. Thank you. The Four of Wands in reverse with the Empress Taurus energy. The Empress Venus energy in the bottom of the deck. This shift is a little bit of a hard shift for you. This is a little bit of a burden. There could be things that are being ushered out of your life that hurts. It's scary. I'm also hearing like it was a product of your own manifestations. And sometimes we don't always know. It's that saying like, be careful what you wish for, right? Be careful what you wish for. Sometimes we ask for things and we're not really like, we think that's what we want. Also find out that's not really what we wanted. Just neutralizing some of that energy. What advice can I get from Ganesha for the Taurus? Taurus. Wholeness, get into the heart center, personal transformation that is going to occur here. There's a strong need to clear your energy, all right? Clear your energy. Like if there had been a lot of hardships and stagnant energy in your heart, it's time for you to clear that, to open up your heart. There's a lot of heart chakra activations here and resurrections of your own, the Tower moment is, sometimes we build foundations and ideas in our heads to really make things work, to really and this is being dismantled for you to be on a proper foundation that you want, that your soul and your heart's desire has been trying to manifest, and you didn't allow for that to manifest before. Excuse me. Yes, that is the transmutation. So at the end of the day, surrounding yourself with what you love, the people that you love, expressing your love. Don't be so cold. Don't be so stubborn. Don't be so hard on other people. Everybody is going through their own rites of passage and their own healing and stuff like that. There's a saying that misery loves company. Don't be the one that's miserable and taking company with you. Be the one that allows yourself to release the burdens of your misery, to allow the fruitfulness and happiness to transform and liberate you. Okay? Definitely praying from the heart and tapping into that heart space again is going to bring a lot of it'll bring miracles. That's what I'm hearing, miracles. Like you're waiting for a miracle. That miracle is in your love frequency, in your heart, because you are powerful, you are strong, right? But sometimes, I'm going to just say it, the shadow side of Taurus energy could be like a bully in a sense, right? So if you were finding yourself being like a bully and you started manifesting like certain experiences in your life, and now you're in a space of discomfort. That could have been because you were possibly bullying others, or even bullying your loved ones, and not really realizing how much of a deep effect that can do to another body, to another person. And Source wants you to go back to love. Go back to love frequency, because that is your greatest gift. You are an embodiment of love. You are like the goddess of love, right? And there's an old folktale story of with Oshun's energy, where she she is the sweet waters that nourishes the earth, right? And they couldn't appreciate her gifts and her abilities, and so in her anger and her frustration, she took away water, and she made it into a dry land, into a desert, right? That's kind of what I'm seeing with the tower moment, is that dry land, that desert. And it wasn't until the other orishas came up, I believe it was like Obatela, or like their father, and was letting them know, or Rula, whatever the story, they went to the Most High, they went to God, and they was like explaining what she was doing to the earth, and how everything became dehydrated, everything started dying, everything. And they also, the other orishas, they realized that everything has a place in life, everything has a purpose, a reason. And even though they took her kindness for weakness, her soft, gentle waters for weakness, and she was like, I'm going to show you how strong I am. And in that fierceness, she was like, and now, how are you going to reap prosperity without the ebb and flows of the waters? And so, sometimes we go and we don't realize what we're doing. We start contaminating the waters and this, that, and the third. No, there's a strong need to connect with healthy water. There's a strong need to give thanks and gratitude and appreciation, right? And sometimes we do this to ourselves, and we become the desert, and we, these experiences. So because of our own manifestations, right? Or shadow sides, right? Or stubbornness. And it wasn't until like the grand creator, the father, was like, okay, that's enough. Like, that's not why, I brought you to the earth to bring, they see your power now, right? And so the waters is bringing sweetness back into your life, and bringing love back into your life. Like it was just too much conflict. But what ended up healing that situation was going back to love, going back to the heart center, and seeing the beauty in that. And with that, the bitterness was cleansed. And a new earth, a new foundation was able to come in. All right, so heart chakra activation, a resurrection of your foundation, of your being, Taurus. Maybe you created a metaphorical dehydration or Sahara desert, in your life. And it's time to allow yourself to pour into, I'm hearing the song Aguanile, right? Allow yourself to rise up with the and bring sweetness back into the Nile River of your soul, of your being, and bring that energy to bring a healthy foundation in your life, and sweetness in your life, and resurrect into that new life. It could be hard, but this whatever situation is occurring, it's occurring for you to resurrect into that love frequency, because you may have gotten caught up with some stubbornness and forgotten the light of your love, or the power of your love, and how that can also shift and bring a different reality, a different earth in your life and in the lives of others. I hear your point has been proven. That's what. So maybe you had a point to prove, and then you got stubborn and stuck in that point, and it got harsh. So your point has been proven, and it's now to go back to the heart center of love, to bring sweetness back into nourishing, and to bring faith and hope and love back into your reality. Okay, so it's a bit tough, but this is all love, I guess, tough love and sweet love coming to meet itself, and building a new foundation for yourself. You know, the 10 of Wands, 10, a lot of that is tough. And the messengers been communicating with you. The messengers have been communicating with you to give you the message to go back to that heart space. All right, so that is all for the earth signs. We are gonna get into the water signs, y'all. Ooh wee. Who's still here with me? Who's still here with me? I love y'all. Thank y'all. Let me make sure I put these cards upright. I always keep my cards upright, and I do read reversal, so I keep them upright, and if they fall in reverse, then I allow myself to read the reversal in that way. All right. Wow, that was intense, but I would recommend maybe laughing more. What is your passion? What brings you happiness in your life, and where's the love frequency at? So give me just a moment. If you have water, this is your water check. I have coffee in front of me, which is a little bit it's my black water for right now. Water signs. Interesting that I just realized that we were talking about the story of waters, sweet waters, and we're going into water signs. So Taurus, I'm bringing in this, kind of funny, but anyways. All right, so water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah, all right. What is the collective message for the water signs for this full moon in Aquarius? Full moon in Aquarius, water signs here. Water signs, I actually feel like y'all have come to a space of like just feeling more happiness. There was a lot that had happened. Yeah, so the King of Wands in reverse. There could have been a lot of wound healing that was happening. Also, like, you had to walk away from things that you thought was going to be what was going to bring you, like, your 10 of Pentacles or keep you in a space, but it wasn't in alignment. But I feel like you're finding yourselves in your alignment. Yeah, with the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so this was, like, unsuccess fulfilled here. Oh. And the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. This is beautiful here. This is beautiful. In the bottom of the deck, the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. What I'm feeling here with y'all water signs, there's a fast-paced movement. Fast-paced movement. A lot of, y'all can be like shamanic or you're like channelers, mediums, type of energy. I really like this energy though. I really like this energy for you. I feel like this is a lot of like reconciliations with yourself. This is also like reunions. Perhaps like you found yourself reminiscing a lot and learning from those past lessons in a way. And saying, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to like reap my prosperity. I also feel like with there's a transit happening with Jupiter. You're gonna see, like, you're gonna receive unexpected prosperity going on at the same time is kind of what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing changes happening here. especially with like this Venus retrograde as well, and these portals. Now what I'm hearing with this change, like it's interesting because cards can come out again, you know, and it could be read differently. What I'm seeing here was, if you found yourself in a hard place, you're going to see yourself in a lighter place. If you've seen yourself in a lighter place, there's going to be changes that may appear a little bit hard, but this is actually a lot of expansion, soul expansion here. But I see a lot of good fortune. I see a lot of wealth. Okay. This is beautiful. I really do see this energy as a beautiful energy and expansion. I feel like if you haven't allowed yourself to be seen, you're going to find yourself in the position of really being seen. Like, I'm hearing it's your time. So really, water signs, there may have been... Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I didn't even like look at that. So with the King of Wands in reverse, that was because of Venus in retrograde. So there have been a lot of lessons that you have been learning with this Venus in retrograde that has been ushering you into this new space of being the Empress, being the manifestator. A lot of healing occurred with the feminine with you is what I'm sensing. You've been more in the receptive energy. It's really beautiful. I see a lot of new opportunities coming in. And it's not even going to look like what you thought it looked like. It's not even going to look like what you were manifesting before. I feel like your perspectives have shifted. You had a mindset shift is what occurred here. All right, so I'm going to do... I'll do Scorpio first. That's what I feel called to do. I'm gonna do Scorpio. Plus, last time it took me a while to get to Scorpio, and they was like, yo, come on, what's going on? I got ya. So we're gonna do Scorpio here. Scorpio. Y'all may have been also feeling like tired. This is what I'm feeling for Scorpio. You may have been feeling tired and feeling like you needed a moment to just like pause. But it's also now moments of like you've come out of this back into your power, back into your space. It feels very like almost Phoenix, like very empowered, very beautiful as well. Scorpio. I almost want to say Scorpio, come out and play. Scorpio energy. What is Scorpio? Yeah, I'll get to y'all next. Scorpio. What is the collective message? What is this collective message saying for Scorpio? Yep. Y'all and your high priestess. I told you I felt like y'all very intuitive, very magical in your feminine. I felt like y'all definitely needed to tap into your feminine. You could have been healing like mother wounds. You could have been just really getting into a space of like self-mastery or emotional mastery, like really learning what to do with your emotions here. Yeah, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, right? Like y'all really let go of those burdens that was like what you probably once really took to heart is shifted. It shifted in you. Like, you know, there could have been feelings of abandonment or neglect that was like, it's almost like, let's say if it had anything to do with like spirituality and like religion in a sense, you could be like a really highly spiritual individual and have like a strong like an old soul and an old knowingness in this space, and like very clairvoyant also, and perhaps maybe other people around you were very religious, and it's almost like at one point there was not resistance is one of the words, but resentment. Like there could have been a resentment towards certain like religious practices, or feeling like, damn, why these religious people, or like whatever. And I kind of feel like your heart had opened into a space that allows for you to see truth in all things, even in those religions. You're still going to stay in a spiritual space with it, but you release that resentment so that you are open to see the teachings of these other like religions and stuff like that, and seeing the magic in it as well. And as that is happening for you, what's actually happening on the other side as well is, though anyone that may have been like super religious or whatever, their hearts open up to being more like an expansion of their mind occurs, so that they can like see the spirit in and of all things beyond their religious views as well. I also feel like if you think that people are like, maybe you have been hiding yourself or not wanting to be seen, but Spirit is saying like this was your time. Yeah, you found yourself like, it came out in reverse. So you may have found yourself at like in a pause for spiritual revelations, but now it's your time to come out of that. You may found yourself moving through a threshold where like maybe there was some information that you was trying to get to that you was having a hard time seeing yourself getting to that information, because it was like divinely gate-kept or protected from you getting that information at the time, because you had to release the resentment, release the resistance of it. And now you found yourself on the other side of that gate because you released what couldn't, it wasn't the frequency or the vibration of what you was carrying couldn't usher you into that space, because it was a bit of a higher frequency, a higher vibration. And so you coming into a lot of new information, but this it's like student master energy. It's now your time to be seen. And perhaps people who you thought you wasn't influencing, people who you thought wasn't seeing you, is seeing you. They're coming out of their ego trips. There's a lot of healing. I see you doing a lot of healing. And also I see you as a real big protector, and also like a gatekeeper energy is what I'm seeing here. It's a crossroads energy. This could be you. I also feel like it is part of your spirit guides, but this is part of your energetic signature itself. Yeah, with the Empress, double, twice confirmation. All right. This is your time to shine. This is your time to shine. You're letting go like competitive energy. You're just like, you know, people who think that they can compete with you, they can't. They can't. And so you see that. You see that now. Hello, greetings. And so that's really beautiful. Why I want to keep shuffling. We'll get into that a little bit. You could have some Piscean energy that's strong into you. I will look at what's in your Pisces placement if you're into astrology. Because you have like transitioned and ushered into a higher frequency now. I feel like there was an alchemical process that occurred while you were in your magic and self-mastery, and in your feet is ushering you forward to another space. And you took two fish and you fed thousands with it. That's card. Yeah, there was a lot of need for like replenishing yourself and self-love in there. It's almost like you felt like you had to be you felt burdened and tired of like pouring into connections that wasn't pouring into you, and you learned that lesson. You're like, I'm ready to be poured into too. I did a lot of work. I do a lot of work. I carry a lot. I don't say a lot. And so it's a really beautiful energy. You're going to be balanced. You've learned the mastery of how to balance that out, of like balancing your self-love with the love you have to share for others, so that you're not over stimulated or over pouring, right? Your inner child is happy. I don't know if you did some inner child work, but I'm feeling your inner child happy now. There was perhaps like there was some inner child energies that felt sad, or felt like maybe that could have been like what you was like clearing, right? But let's see what Ganesha has to say for you. I really like this energy here. A lot of love energy, a lot of love, a lot of alchemy is what I'm feeling here. So Ganesha, what do you have? I wouldn't be surprised if you're getting connected. Like you probably a strong shadow worker as well. Maybe you didn't look at yourself as a shadow worker because you were really in tune with your light, but then things was exposed to you to show you like how you can alchemize your shadows and look into those spaces, and in that you realize, wait a minute, I am a shadow worker and I can work these rounds and be an energy that helps usher people's spirits through and clearing and whatnot, help them with shadow work. But what I'm seeing here is because of like the gatekeeper energy that you have, like a higher level of ushering them into higher realms also of light, and also being in the balance of seeing that. Yeah, so what is love? Light, enlightenment, with the number 27 here, y'all. Enlightenment, crown chakra energies, the color purple. When in doubt, you might be seeing yourself maybe wearing more purple, wearing more black. I feel like you went through a lot of heart chakra activations as well. And so maybe you were wearing like a lot of greens, a lot of oranges, because you had to like work with like clearing some of your waters, your wounds, and do shadow work and stuff like that. And now I'm feeling like black, purple, and gold is kind of the energies that I'm feeling here. This could also be that perhaps you'll be working more with you're receiving enlightenment, but you're also helping enlighten others, as mentioned, like the perspective shifts and like how that's going to open other people. But also you might find yourself working with higher gatekeepers, energies, spirits, deities in a way that's in resonance with your soul's energetic signature. Here is what I'm saying. So be open to that if you're finding yourself being connected to another type of higher vibrational, not to say, they're correcting me, not to say higher vibrational, but a gatekeeper of higher realms. Because what they're saying is they're all of the same vibration. They're neutral in that way. But they have different portals of what they I guess gatekeep is the word I want to say. But it's also and as I'm saying gatekeep, sometimes people put, what they're telling me is sometimes people put a negative connotation to like gatekeepers energy because of how things have been kept in the past. That's because there were energies that were like false light beings or false light entities that were trying to gatekeep in certain realms and dimensions, that it wasn't their divine inheritance or their divine right to do that and be in that space. So because of your energetic signature, you actually know the divine frequency of those spaces. So it's not in a to take in a negative way. I hope that makes sense. If that resonates with you, you know who you are, right? That it feels a little bit more specific, but that's kind of what I'm getting here for Scorpio. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go into Cancer because I felt Cancer energy really strong as well. Cancers want to be heard. I hear ya. And then I'll get into Pisces. Okay. Let me clear this energy. Welcome. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Again, the replay will be posted on YouTube. So I will be posting those links in my stories. All right. Ooh-wee. Cancers, y'all partying. Y'all probably still partying from y'all birthday. That's how I feel. I feel y'all so hyper. That's interesting. Okay. Water is life, water is healing, water is cleansing. Loving the energy, sis. Loving you. It's been a long time since we connected. All right, Cancers, here we go. How is this collective message for this full moon and Aquarius connecting with Cancers? Let's go. Oh, beautiful. Y'all are in your King of Wands energy. So y'all probably feeling this Leo energy, like really giving y'all a boost of confidence. Really feeling magnetic as well. Page of Swords was in reverse here. What I feel like is that's downloads from your highest self. So definitely, yeah, and the star as I say that. Oh, yeah, y'all gonna have a lot of gifts coming in. Expect the unexpected is what I'm seeing here. There's a lot of also messages from your ancestors that's coming through is what I'm seeing here. Y'all may have let go of certain addictions. Maybe y'all were fighting addictions. In the bottom of the deck, the 9 of Wands here. Y'all may have been fighting some addictions. Y'all have done a lot of energy clearing. There was also an energetic cellular cleanse that was happening here. There may have been some confusion that you was experiencing around the time of your birthdays and stuff like that is kind of what I'm seeing here. That was like had you questioning things, but as you've been staying in your truth and your faith, at water is life, water is healing, water is cleansing. I said that. Working with waters or working with your internal waters actually ushered you into a space of like learning to be more satisfied with yourself, not being hard on yourself. Seeing like where you had to like release certain like overindulgence or addictions and stuff like that because those things was bringing confusion into your life. Or there could have been like certain healings that needed to occur. Your spirit guides are happy. Your ancestors are happy. They want you to know that your wishes are being fulfilled here. You are a healer also. Your healing abilities not only has been helping you heal, but it has been helping your ancestors heal is what I'm seeing. And so you've been putting up a good fight. You're a warrior also. It's really beautiful the way that I see this. It's like, as I said, that I saw like a rainbow just kind of like up here. Rainbow body activations, not just for yourself, but for your family and your lineage and there in awe and celebration and happiness is what I'm seeing here. It's really beautiful. You may also still be like, they want you to expect the unexpected because there's still work that's being done, that's happening, but this is happening in a way that is bringing you good fortune. It's bringing you back into a space where maybe you kind of like you're feeling your groove back in a sense. Maybe you didn't feel like you had your groove. There were certain things that you had to clear out in the womb space. There were certain ancestral spirits or energies that you may have subconsciously attached yourself to that you needed that experience so you can see what needed to be cleared out from. And as I said that the I don't know if y'all saw that, but the candle just like you needed to go through that experience to clear some of your ancestral traumas. Okay, that is why the 7 of Pentacles came up in the collective energies, because there was ancestral things that just wasn't serving you anymore. But your ancestors are happy. You really alchemized that energy here. So let's see what Ganesha has to say for you. That was very quick, fast, and like straight to the fucking point. Straight to the point. Just how you like it. I heard just how you wanting things to get straight to the point because you were experiencing a lot of shifting, a lot of movement happening that was like unexpected and shit. Like you're like, damn, like why is this happening? That it wasn't a why is this happening to me? Not in a victim mentality. It was why is this happening, because you wanted to know from a higher perspective. Why is this happening? What's the lesson? And that is why you gain clearance, because you ask the question from sometimes it's not always what you say, it's how you say it and the intentions behind it, right? So you ask, why is this happening? Not from a victim mentality, but from an alchemist mentality. Like you're like, okay, like I see this, I'm the observer, and how can I alchemize this energy? And you started to do that. It's really beautiful, really powerful. I love it. I love it. I love this. All right, so that was super, super fast. The energy of 12, the number 12 with childlike experience. You have an inner knowing here. Your inner knowing was connected to you could have children, and so you were probably doing what you needed to do necessary to protect your children here. And so that may have been like, maybe you have some addiction stuff that you needed to release for the sake of your child's well-being. This could also be that perhaps your inner child had picked up these addictive things because you experienced it during your childhood. Whatever it is, I feel like a lot of child's play is happening here. You're playing with the inner child again, and there's so much healing that's happening in that space that's really bringing that ancestral healing here. And I really love this energy. So I would say, also you had the King of Wands here. That's 5th house energy. I would say maybe look at what your 5th house embodies in your astrological natal chart. If there's certain transits that's going on here as well. But this is a lot of your creative endeavors. You're going back like to a childlike mentality for your creativity and sharing that expression and feeling safe in that expression as well. So that is what I have for Cancers here. It's a lot of inner knowing, inner. And when I'm saying inner knowing, it's because a lot of your answers are going to be through you meditating, but your meditations may happen by way of you, like maybe, playing an instrument or painting or, being playful. As you are playful with yourself and playful in the experience, you're going to receive a lot of revelations in that. And this is going to bring in that unexpected prosperity, that unexpected change, that unexpected fruitfulness. And it's good. It's good. All right. It may have been tough, but it's good. It's what I'm feeling. All right, y'all. So now we're going to get into Pisces. Pisces. What is this message for Pisces? Remember, as I am saying, the individual signs is also connected to the collective reading as well, so they go together. All right. Ooh, Pisces. Y'all got some 2 major arcana. Say, oh. Oh, all right, Pisces. We have the King of Swords here, right? But what came out with the first was the Magician card. All right. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. Okay, so there's a lot of Jupiter energy that I'm feeling here, even though I know this is like a mercurial card and whatnot, but you manifesting. A lot of balance and justice coming to the forefront. So there's a lot of what I'm feeling with the Justice card and the King of Swords. I'm kind of feeling Saturn in Pisces energy here. So a lot of with the Magician card, the Justice card, and the King of Swords here, I'm kind of feeling like you are manifesting, you rewriting your story as you have reevaluated your soul's contract here. It was like a reevaluation here. You have the King of Cups here. There was a lot of emotional manipulation that you did to yourself and also others were doing to you. And so coming to a space of like, knowing now with the King of Swords and the King of Cups here, you learn the lesson of the Magician of like manipulation here, but it was tough. It gave you a little bit of anxiety. It gave you a little bit of nervousness here, but I see you now. No, instead of the fear of the unknown and the anxiety and everything that may come with that, you come into a space of embracing the unknown and like saying, you know what, no, I am in charge of my emotions. I am not my emotions. I am not my thoughts. I am, greater than that. And you allow yourself to instead of staying, how Pisces can get caught up in their own emotions and kind of like keep things within until it like they let it out. I feel like it's a letting go of like the victim mentality and being in a higher space. So you could have came out of just like you know, the intrusive thoughts and whatnot, seeing things a little bit more clearly and really embracing the path and the journey is kind of what I'm seeing here. I see a lot of nurturance. I see a lot of just coming out. If you were feeling dark and heavy, I feel like it's lighter, because balance, like things are balancing out for you. I can see you writing out contracts. I can see you being a powerful manifestator. And also, this could be that perhaps you didn't realize that you had a lot of resources available to you, and you come to the revelations of like how resourceful you actually are and utilizing your resources in your favor. So that's really beautiful here. I really see you in your magician bag. I really see you like tapping into like that love frequency and like not staying stuck in your emotions but moving. It's a very fluid energy. It's really beautiful. I think that's why I was saying about like Jupiter and Pisces energy. Even though Saturn in Pisces is there, it's almost like you're in a balanced space of expansion with healthy boundaries. Expansion with healthy boundaries is kind of what Saturn is saying, and it's also very spiritually led. So you could probably have like a lot of dreams or visions or foresight that like from the astral realm and higher dimensions, in a way that you're slowly but surely going to be bringing down into your physical foundation. So embracing the motions of that waters. All right, let's see here what messages, what advice does Ganesh have for you, Pisces? Well, oh no, oh, that one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so apparently you got 3 from Ganesh. Okay, these 2 ended up staying in my hand, so I am going to show you them, but 1 fell down. So the one that came down was divine support. All right, divine support. This is, again, I felt Saturn and Pisces energy in the Justice card. I feel like there was divine intervention to bring balance into your life, to allow you to get into your sovereign energy and like your magician energy in a balanced way, in a healthy way, and know that you have the divine support around you to get into that space. Like get in your bag, get it, you know, allow yourself to really know that you are divinely supported in your manifestations, and they're going to be fruitful, right? Maybe there was some doubts in your manifestations, and your spirit guides wants you to know that you are divinely supported. You can do this. You have everything you need. You have all the resources available to you. Just allow yourself to recognize that you have that in you. You have it given to you. It's been delivered. So let's see what these other 2 cards. I love this. So a lot of spiritual energy coming through. I do believe that like Saturn and Pisces energy also wants you to get back into your spiritual practices, right? And or your spiritual practices is what led you to the revelations of outside of that victim inside. It feels very liberating, honestly. It feels like you rewrited a lot of your karmas. You rewrited a lot of your like soul contracts, and like you're in a space of knowing, right? Spiritual knowing, not egoic, right? Spiritual knowing, your spiritual practices, it got you shining. It got you balance from your higher chakras to your lower chakras. It's balance. Is beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh my God. Healing with the peacock energy. All right. Your spiritual practices has brought you a lot of healing. Healing in your life, healing in your family's life, healing in your I'm hearing healed. You know, knowing that you are healed. You were doing a lot of healing. So maybe you felt anxiety. You felt a little like heavier in this, and like you did a lot of like spiritual practices for your healing, and you're coming into a space of like, it's really beautiful. I feel like there's a lot of solar plexus work also that happened that brought you confidence. You're coming into the space of your spiritual practices and your spirit guides showing you that they're supporting you in your manifestations to teach you confidence, so that you can utilize the tools that you have ready and available to you for your manifestations, and for you to be confident in that. And this is why your 9, like, she's like, okay, I'll be confident in that. I got the sword of truth with me. I haven't ever read this like that, in that way, and like drop. The other ones are like dropped to the ground, like, okay, I'll sleep easy. I'm not going to like, so you might find yourself in a space where, yeah, it may require you a little bit of like spiritual solitude for the healing. I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a balance, right? Because there's like a deep manifestation, a deep reprogramming of your body that's happening. My phone, it needs to be charged. So that's happening, but there's a lot of spiritual revelations that's happening too, and this is going to keep you charged up. This is going to have you in balance of like self and collaborations. I see a lot of self though, a lot of needing to be back in the remembrance, or back in the source of self in a way, in a spiritual way. And each time you come out, like let's say you meditating, and you come out of that meditation with so much awareness, and then you move accordingly with that. And yeah, I see if you need rest, because maybe you couldn't really rest, maybe you were in fear mode or something, so you wasn't getting enough sleep, or whatever it is. I kind of felt like you needed like a little bit of rest. You're gonna find yourself in and out of like resting periods, because these are upgrades and things that are happening for you on a deep cellular level, that it is connected to your soul. Okay, so that is your reading, Pisces. That is your reading, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. As stated, the replay is going to be on YouTube, and I will put more information down below. I thank you all for your time, energy, and space. Peace. Good health, good wealth, good fortune. Peace.